Hello friends, Yewb here, taking a break from not content to focus on content. So this is Reign of Terror, a lovingly recreated version of the classic ARPG Diablo 2 in the modern ARPG Grim Dawn. It's free, for legal reasons it unfortunately has to be, and if you want to check it out yourself, a link is in the video description below. So Grim Dawn is a game I've played a little, but don't really have a very in-depth knowledge of. Diablo 2 is a game I've never played, despite it coming out before I hit puberty, so please keep the comments spoiler-free. I'm really excited for this mod, partly because the Grim Dawn character classes are still available in it, and the thing about Grim Dawn is you get to pick 2 classes. So we're probably going to go for 1 class from each game, and if I come out of Reign of Terror and go back to the main campaign for a second, you can see I'm something of an alcoholic. I recently deleted all my characters and then made 19 new ones. So I think we're going to go for 1 class from each game. And apart from that, I know pretty much zero about Reign of Terror, so I think we should just jump in. Go back to custom game, Reign of Terror, single player. Yeah, as you can see, we created a character just to kind of check that everything works. We're gonna delete that character. And we're going to immediately recreate him. Normal, not hardcore. No, not normal plus. I don't think so. Not in a game we have never played, being recreated in a game we're bad at. So I am Dog Aminal. We are normal mode. We are not hardcore. I created my last character hardcore. Wish I hadn't. So we'll create this identical lad and head straight back in. So yeah, this Reign of Terror uses all the old Diablo 2 assets, which is why they're not allowed to charge for it or accept donations, which I think is a shame because a project of this scale that so many people love should be rewarded, but that's life for you. So we're gonna skip a lot of this dialogue because it's impossibly slow. This is not content, but I will say that I'm going to be taking gameplay quite slow. I'm not going to be min-maxing. I'm not going to be rushing through it. I intend to enjoy this game because yeah, a lot of work went into it, and it's clearly something that a lot of people really love, and I think I could as well. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. Probably not. Great, thank you, Warev. Evil seems to have trailed in the wake of the Dark Wanderer. So I'm going to be reading the dialogue. Feel free to pause it if you really want to read it along with me. But for now, I'm going to be reading it and skipping a lot of it because it is very slow. Makara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye, I welcome you to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you poor shelter within these rickety walls because our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. Shit, dude. Ooh, don't know if I can deal with that, but I guess you're gonna ask me to. Yeah, because you're not really a sisterhood anymore because all your sisters are dead, which is sad. Alright, sure, just asking random people on the street for assistance, I guess. I guess that's me. I don't really know what's brought me here. So a strange wanderer came through this land and fucked everything up, and now the next dude who comes along, you've got, oh, another strange wanderer. Maybe you can help us deal with the fallout from the first strange wanderer. I'm gonna murder these lads. They haven't really hurt me at all. I guess they're undead. They're called Fallen. I literally know nothing about the most famous ARPG ever made. It's kind of sad, really, because I play a lot of ARPGs these days. Gonna bind move 2 to left and attack to right. That's how I'm more comfortable playing. That may or may not last. I also have no idea what classes, what build I'm gonna go for. Nothing. We're gonna figure it all out as we go along. It is apparently generally suggested that you pick 1 class from Diablo at least because they are stronger on average. They have more skill ranks, which is how your skills kind of level up in Grim Dawn. And of course, as this is a recreation of Diablo in Grim Dawn, they've got to work with Grim Dawn's mechanics. Nailed it! Haven't recorded in 4 years, still remembered to mute myself before I coughed, even though I did forget where the mute button was for a second there. I had a moment. It was a little scary. We're past it. We're through it. It's a learning experience. That which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, he said. Leveling up? No, oh, that would have been cool though, right? That would have been cool. Makes us stronger, there we go, he's done it. So, we're level 2. Diablo doesn't have dynamic difficulty or dynamic level scaling. There's definitely a word for that, which means that leveling up actually feels good. I'm not a huge fan of the trend of dynamic difficulty, where enemies level up as you do. But we have far too many classes here, and remember, we get to pick 2 of these, one at level 2, which is now, and one at level 10. There are 2 classes both called Necromancer, so classic is Diablo 2, Necromancer is Grim Dawn. We're going to pick our Diablo class first, of course. I'm a big fan of spellcasters. Do we want to go Sorceress? I feel like there are 3 spellcasters here, right? Just based on the name, Sorceress, Necromancer, and maybe Druid. Druid and Shaman are different. Shaman is Grim Dawn. I guess they're just different. I don't know if I want to like look through all of these right now. A race of nomadic warrior poet kings. Great. Lots of those. Using mystic secrets passed down through the generations, they summon the elements of fire and wind to do their bidding and command the creatures of the forest to aid them in battle. Don't like shapeshifters, generally speaking. Not a fan of that kind of playstyle, or that kind of theme. I might just go Sorceress, Arcanist, just full glass cannon. End up dying about 3 hours into the game and give up and not create any more content for another 4 years. By which point I'll be I'm already a boomer, but there's somewhat lacking in the skills of hand-to-hand combat. Sure, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to try out Sorceress just right now. So we have to put again, this is all kind of converted into being Grim Dawn's leveling. So you have a mastery bar down here, which says, hey, this is how good you are at being a sorceress in general, and then you have to put points in specific skills as well. And they go up to higher ranks than they do in Grim Dawn as well, the Diablo classes. Firebolt. Okay, so ice, electricity, or fire. I'm always gonna go fire. I'm just gonna pump 2 points into Firebolt. Apparently it uses our main hand damage as well. Let's test it out, shall we? That seems like overkill at this point, but there's no AoE on it, I believe. Yeah, it literally says a single target. So we're gonna run around. We're gonna look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogue encampment. Dodge all the arrows because we are extremely powerful and strong. As a level 2 sorcerer, I'm guessing. It still says sorceress. Oh, voice is so dry. So, sorceress is also a kind of dual class in Grim Dawn. A box, I have to open it. But it does change gender based on your character. But in Diablo 2, I guess they didn't have that option because if you were playing a sorceress, your character was female. I'm absolutely fine on damage here, and mana seems to be good as well. I assume that's mana. It's blue. Grim Dawn's energy is like a teal color. Generally speaking, yeah. Hopefully my keyboard isn't too annoying, by the way. I did have a quick look before I started to check that the audio levels were okay. That may or may not have held up over time. I have a whole different setup than the last time I made any kind of video at all, so. I'm kind of happy just running around killing stuff. Oh, to the Den of Evil. If only everything was so clearly signposted. So we have to kill all 25 monster packs. Oh no, I can't kill these quickly enough. I'm not one-shotting them. I've made a terrible mistake. How fast can I fire? Kind of not very, actually. You know, it's a little strange because oh, we killed the monster pack. Amazing. Only 24 more to go. It's kind of strange because I listen to this music a lot. Like I'm a huge fan of video game soundtracks, and there is no denying that Diablo and Blizzard games in general have had a huge impact on VGM over the last, I don't know, 21 years. And I use a lot of this stuff as background music for D&D as well because, hey, I'm a nerd in 2021. Of course, I play D&D. And it's really cool to hear it in almost its original context. Like, not quite, of course, but almost. That was 2 packs, I think? just annihilating stuff right now. I'm not leveling up very quickly. But then this game is 21 years old. It didn't used to have your handheld quite as much, I guess. Keep having to check to make sure that I'm not hardcore. Okay, this is really just what this is going to be, right? Okay, cool. Is there going to be any treasure? Like, can I get like a cool sword or something? I've made a terrible mistake if I want a sword as a sorceress. It seems bad. I'd like to level up and become more powerful. Maybe accrue some gear and items. I don't know if you've ever played an ARPG. They're kind of reliant on that. Damage also seems quite variable. Well, maybe not that variable. What are we looking at? 44 to 63. Okay. Not only have we replaced energy with mana, we've also replaced, in Reign of Terror, iron with gold to reflect the... I don't know if I'd call it post-apocalyptic setting. Grim Dawn is post-apocalyptic. This is... Diablo 2, I presume, is not. This is where I need Fireball, man. Can I... I can't do it. I can't read everything quickly enough. I want to level up now. I want to put skill points in something. I love putting skill points in stuff, man. You know? Grim Dawn is also, and I've reminded myself of this here, but Grim Dawn also has a lot of different axes to level up through, if you're not familiar. You have individual skills to put points in. You have the mastery bar to put points in. You can see that just gives us raw stats, which is very useful, very important. Good for survivability. We have gear, of course. We also have attribute points, which we get a point in every level. So I'm gonna... The meta in Grim Dawn is you put almost everything in physique or strength. Pretty much no matter what. Maybe you want a little bit of the other stats for gear purposes later on. I'm gonna put 2 points in strength for now, even though as a sorceress, it looks like intelligence would be the better fit. There's also devotions, which we'll almost certainly have a look at later on. All of this shit, man, this is almost like the Path of Exile skill tree levels of complexity here. So we want to put in, I'm going to say one more point in Fireball, 2 more in the Mastery. So these are all new skills. The square border is like just straight up new skills. Circular border is passive skills. We don't need mana regeneration at the moment. I'm sure we will later on. This. My voice is dry. This might be a shorter video than I wanted. This is our AoE. So I'm going to put 1 point in Fireball and 2 in the Mastery bar. Give us some more survivability, some more mana, a little bit of everything, you know? Loot all the corpses. And then we'll gain access to Fireball, and that will really help us out, because single target damage in ARPGs is pathetic, generally speaking. I have seen single target builds work in ARPGs, usually tend to be great for boss killing, but usually they have some way of spreading that damage out as well. Do we not have auto pickup? Yeah, we do. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. I guess the name wasn't in quite the right place. Yeah, I guess we'll pick up these. These are mostly no-brainers. So that was a medal. Damn, son. Don't normally get medals in Grim Dawn that early. I guess I have a lot to learn. But I'm okay with it. I like learning things. I like playing video games. I like learning about video games. We've nearly killed half of the packs of monsters in this den. I feel like if this is a tutorial, maybe they could have streamlined it a little bit. I don't mean to criticize probably the most influential ARPG of all time. But I am gonna. We got a rejuvenation shrine to help us with our health issues that we have, apparently. This is really cool. I kind of wanted to play Diablo 2 for a while. I do own it, actually, but I just, I never got around to it. And it's nice to play it in the context of a game where I already understand basic mechanics. Oh my word, I might actually have to do some editing later on to knit 2 clips together, which I know is incredibly complex for someone like myself. Gonna need to get a drink of water in a minute. Terrifying. Okay, we have explored the entire map. We still have 9 packs of monsters to kill. Are we back at the beginning? Have we gone all the way around? We've gone all the way around. No, we haven't. There's another branch. There's another branch to the left. Oh, another one? I guess I don't really care about cold or frostburn damage at this point. I'll take the 1 mana regen per second. Gains. We seem to be moving pretty fast. One of the things I like about Grim Dawn, it encourages you to slow down and take your time, but it doesn't make it feel like a chore to do so. Moving around from place to place actually feels really nice in Grim Dawn in a way that... What was that? In a way that it kind of doesn't in say, Path of Exile, where you kind of move really slowly by default and you're expected to, like, invest heavily in movement speed. Which, to be fair, you can in Grim Dawn as well, but it doesn't feel quite as rushed. I'm actually gonna die. I mean, we're all gonna die, but I'm gonna die now. I lived. We lived! Kite strats. Only kite. I'm a sucker for crit builds, by the way. The second I saw that crit come up, I was like, yeah, we're a crit build now. I don't even know what that means in this context. Can you be a crit build in Diablo 2? I mean, probably. Right? It's a game. I hope it's a game. I know it's a game. It felt like a punchline, but it was not a punchline. Okay. 3 monster packs to go. I assume there's probably going to be a boss. It would be a bit anticlimactic if there wasn't. Okay. Is the boss the last pack? Or is it 25 packs plus the boss? We don't know. Okay, a blue shield. It's good. Yeah, so this doesn't appear to use the same color grading. That's a phrase that actually means something. It doesn't appear to use the same color kind of tier system as Grim Dawn does. Oh, okay, that was it. Okay, that's fine. Is there a boss that's hidden that we just haven't seen yet? I think we'll return to Akara. Is that still L? Time Portal is still L. Yeah, nice. That seems correct. So yeah, in Grim Dawn, yellow is like the basic magic item, and then it goes up to green, then blue. Green, then blue? Oh god, I'm completely mind-flooded right now. In Diablo 2, we have the kind of the more classic system where it goes white, then blue is like a basic magic item, yellow is a... now, I'm basing this on Diablo 3, I assume it's the same. Yellow is like a rare item with more mods, and then like green is a set item, and orange is a legendary or unique item, I think. I assume it's the same as in Diablo 3. We've cleansed the Den of Evil. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice. Yeah, I know, I love that. 1 skill point, 1 devotion point. Yeah, I did read this in the mods. In the mod notes. Facing an evil difficult is comprehend and learn combat. Well, good thing I'm level 4. Oh, and he's got a Tristram and find Deckard Cain. Yeah, I played Diablo 3. Yes, so we got a skill point. We also leveled up, so we got another 3 skill points on top of that. Lovely, you'd love to see it. I'm gonna treat myself to 2 in Fireball, and then 2 in the Mastery Bar. I'm getting sidetracked on a million tangents here, but I think that investing in skills is going to be even more important than it is in Grim Dawn, because we have more points to sink into skills here. So normally you could get to like 50 by the end of the first playthrough and max out a few important skills along the way. I think here it's going to be maybe we max out 1 skill on the way. We did also get a devotion. Yeah, we'll confirm those changes. We also got a devotion point, so I don't think any of this has changed. This looks like the basic Grim Dawn devotion tree. I can't imagine they would have added anything new to it, but honestly, with the amount of work they've already done on bringing Diablo 2 to Grim Dawn, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to add more content here as well. That's it. That's the last coffee. Me and my throat are on our own here. I hated that. So where do we want to go? That's a great question. I mean, I guess I want to be like an elemental magic lad. So Scholar's Light. We could take Scholar's Light first. We could go Eldritch. Seems like a good shout. Improves our attack rating, which I believe probably improves our spells as well. The equivalent does in Grim Dawn. So we'll put 1 point in Eldritch, and then we'll put our next 3 points in Scholar's Light to improve our. Oh, okay. To improve our elemental damage and magic resistance. I don't know what that means. That might actually be a Grim Dawn thing. I'm just forgetting about. So we need to go to the Dark Wood and recover the Scroll of Inifus for reasons. We should actually look at the reasons. We should try and keep track of the storyline. This is a classic ARPG. I should treat it with the reverence and respect it deserves. You must find the Tree of Inifus in the Dark Wood. Well, okay. Access through the underground passage from the Stony Field and recover the Scroll of Inifus from its bark. It's the only lead you have towards rescuing Deckard Cain. Okay, well, I know Deckard Cain lives to be in Diablo 3, so we may as well find him and free him now, or we might mess the timelines up, and who knows what can happen. I could actually create a second video. That would be incredible. So I guess we're just gonna run through here. Oh, of course, we'll put an extra point in strength. We'll do it without stopping moving, because pro gamer strats. Did I even see this? Do I even want this? I think I will take the poison and acid resistance. Yeah, that seems like it might be good. Is this the right way? I think it must be, right? There's like a junction here. The music stopped. It's making me self-conscious. I'm all on my own out here, screaming into the void. Who's Flavy? That's not a real name.
The evil is strong.
Beware. The evil is strong ahead. End conversation. Yeah, no, I don't want to know anymore. Thank you. Right, I'm going to grab this waypoint. I'm going to be 2 freaking seconds. No editing required, and I didn't even take any damage for my sins, even though I can see the shadow of some beast up ahead. Several beasts. Gargantuan beasts, I wasn't prepared for that. It's too much beast. I've been at work all day, can I have like slightly less beast, please? Is that alright? I think we need to put a lot of points in the mastery bar and rush Fireball, man. Fireball man, Fireball man. These guys have no health. We're overkilling them massively, but only one at a time, and they are hitting us for some points of damage. The thing about sorcerers, traditionally pretty tanky. On opposite day, it's not opposite day. Is there an opposite day? Is opposite day a thing? Yeah, on opposite day. Right, I'm gone. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm critting them. It doesn't mean anything that I'm critting them. There really are too many of them. Where are they coming from? That's right. Even my cat is worried for me. All right, we're done. This is not a great farming spot. This is the game teaching us that we need AoE to survive. And I understand that, but we don't really have much of a chance to pick any up yet, unless we just rushed Fireball. Maybe not even then. These guys are all level 3 and 4, so I mean we should be here for our level. To the cave level 1. Great. That's where I want to be. Cave level 1. So I think I remember seeing in the mod notes. I've got to come up with a better name than the mod notes. Like the FAQ, I think it was. That said, how do you get devotion points in Reign of Terror? And the answer was, You get one for every single quest that you complete, and it's like they weren't bothered about whether that was balanced or not, and that's honestly fair, because you actually have access to way more devotion points in Reign of Terror than you do in Vanilla Grim Dawn, which is good, I think, because it makes it more fun to be more powerful, I think, maybe? I don't know. You feel free to disagree with me on that, if you like. Also, feel free to keep it to yourself, if you like. That's totally fine, I don't mind. I'm just having a little bit of trouble working out whether we're actually meant to be in here or not. I guess we're not meant to be in here. Or at the very least, we're not being punished for being in here. What we're not doing is finding the Tree of Inifus in the Dark Wood and recovering the Scroll of Inifus, which Deckard came really rather we did like now, I guess? Having a bit of trouble remembering, having a bit of trouble remembering how to speak sentences, and also where Deckard Cain actually is right now. I mean, he's not in the Dark Wood. The Tree of Inifus is in the Dark Wood, and we need to recover the Scroll of Inifus from its bark. I actually find it very easy to have sentences in my head and think about them. Right, I don't know if we're going to find anything in here, except a strong desire for AoE. I want the Chipped Claw. What does the Chipped Claw do for us? That's scavenge plating. I'm not that bothered about that. We're going to take the bristly fur, we're going to put it... We're actually going to leave it. Don't even want it. Don't even want it. Because we're just going to be replacing our gear soon anyway, right? We're at a low enough level that we're going to be finding new gear pretty constantly, you would hope, he says. I'm not having found any new gear yet, but any second now. It's just around the corner. Just around the corner, buddy. Okay, these guys are quite scary. Mostly because they're not dying instantly, which is really the only defense I have. It's quite scary. This level, this like mini boss is level 6. That's not too bad. And in Grim Dawn, if you can evade damage for a little while, you're gonna heal back to full anyway, as long as you have enough Constitution left. And hey, buddy, I got Constitution for days, minutes, a few seconds maybe. Is he actually on fire? I have not ignited him. That's not a thing yet. I'm a sucker for dots and status effects. I like big, flashy stuff, but I'm also happy to just kind of stack up a whole bunch of poison on something and watch it just bleed out in front of me. It's, like, very cool to me. Just a normal capital G gamer. I'm just going to face tank him. He's got face tanked. A health potion is still in effect. It's almost recharged as well. We are unstoppable. I've been stopped. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. We're fine. Who is this? Mind Wound the Howler. That's a normal name for a normal boy. Tenacious Scrap Metal Buckler. A Tenacious Scrap Metal Buckler. I think it's better. I actually don't think it's better. I think it's actually pretty much the same as the thing we just replaced. It's actually objectively very slightly worse than the thing we just gleefully replaced for a bit of poison and acid resistance. We got some XP for that. I don't know that we got anything else. I guess that was just like a little optional mini-boss. I'm okay with it. It's the kind of thing that is ubiquitous in ARPGs, and I am here for it. Kind of wish there were more of them in Path of Exile, which is probably my favourite ARPG. Although I'm not a huge fan of the storyline. Well, I don't want this to be like a Path of Exile video, but I love the storyline of the first 3 acts, and then you kill the only interesting antagonist, and it's like, well, I guess I guess now we're just killing gods because they needed something to pad the storyline out, but it's okay. I'm extremely lost right now. Maybe the cave itself is the real boss all along. Probably not, though. What's up here? This does remind me of the sewers underneath Devil's Crossing in Grim Dawn. Shrine of Fate. Oh, just kills you. Cool. Cool, very good and cool design. My word. Well, these guys don't seem to be as difficult as the last guys we fought. One-handed. He's done it. I'm just taking pot shots at this point. We're kiting, we're taking pot shots into the wall of the cave. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. I bet this place smells awful. I can't imagine I'm helping at all. Mindlust the Quick. Chaos Shield the Hammer. I know these names are randomly generated. It's fine that these names are randomly generated. I get it. It's a long-standing staple of ARPGs to have randomly generated names for everything. Mind Wound the Howler, was it? That's not a thing, dude. No one's ever been called that. No one... Everybody dislikes that. We're going to rush to Fireball. Yeah, I think we just put a bunch more points into our Mastery, and then we can... Next level, whew, next level, you better watch out. We're going to put 2 more points into our Mastery, and then 1 point into Fireball. Actually looks pretty good for single target as well. Like, there's no downsides. I mean, you put points in it. I guess that's the downside, but... It's not like minus 30% to single target damage, but it spreads the effect in a 2-meter radius. It actually increases the damage. Have I crashed? I think I stuttered for a second there. Apologies. So yeah, I tend to, I mean, if you're not familiar with the kind of content that I've done in the past, I mean, why would you be? It's been like 4 years since I've done anything. If you, I like the classic YouTube Let's Play. You know, the kind of content that's really Twitch is better for, like, objectively. But I'm kind of an introverted guy. I'm happy to record some gameplay with a little bit of hopefully entertaining commentary, and just upload it to YouTube and throw it into the sea and just kind of let it be. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to invite a lot of people into his house to watch him play video games. It's not something that's comfortable for me particularly, and I like to just chill with a video game and record a little bit of commentary and just kind of share the experience of playing through this with whoever would find it interesting to watch. And it doesn't have to be any more or less than that. We are stuttering a little bit here. Grim Dawn is offline, so I don't think that it's not my internet connection, I'll tell you that much. I'm also just desperately searching for a way out of this cave. It's terrifying to me that this cave says cave level 1. That's awful to me. I hate that. That's like that's some baby shoes never worn kind of level of storytelling by omission, like negative space. But I kind of just want to find my way back. I need to find my way back. I need to save Decade Cain, man. I need to find the Tree of Inifus in the Dark Wood and recover the Scroll of Inifus. Well, who knows what could happen? Right, this is gonna bug me. So this, the reason that we're fighting Decade Cain is apparently, that's the exit. It's not fighting Decade Cain, finding Decade Cain, if I misspoke there. The reason that we're finding Decade Cain is not actually in the quest log, apparently it's just in dialogue that we were given. I want the healing potion. It's in dialogue that we were given. I don't know. I've also gone past the exit. It's been a long day. I've been at work all day. You can enter Act 6 if your character dies on hardcore difficulty. Oh, this is K level 2. Shit, well, maybe we should just finish it. Because if this is the last level, I mean, in Diablo 3, if you have a multi-level dungeon, there will always be a teleport back to the entrance at the end of that dungeon. So it might actually just be quicker to head to the end of this cave and find out what's there. Or we could just die and respawn at the rogue encampment, which honestly seems way more likely. Oh god, I'm so close to dying. But if I level up, I get all of my health and constitution back. And as a glorious chest. Doesn't have any powerful items in it, but that's okay. I don't have any powerful items in me, I can't blame it. I guess, like, kidneys are pretty valuable, right? Like, retinas as well. I know liver always seems to be the one that people go to when they want to talk about selling organs, and they've already mentioned kidneys, but I don't think I would want to sell my liver, is the thing. I think I would probably need that. I don't think I'd want to sell my kidneys either, but I mean, at least you can do with one for the most part. Like, it's not ideal. But my liver, I feel like the clue is in the name there, man. I kind of want to keep that one. Like, call me fussy. Right, I'm face tanking her now. Against all of the odds, it seems like we're gonna kill Cold Crow, which at least sounds like a D-tier Batman villain, you know? It's no mind wound, I'll tell you that much. We have killed her. There was a shattering sound as exploded into impervious cloth straps of Psyche. Gull? What are you? A unique one-handed dagger? Are you kidding me, dude? We got a unique one-handed dagger that is entirely useless for our class. This is the quintessential ARPG experience. Excuse me, sorry. The quintessential ARPG experience is kind of a brownish color, honestly. Not the orange I was expecting. Kind of missable, quite frankly. I'm gonna get rid of that. But that was the shattering sound we heard. Like, you know. We're not using acid or poison at all. If we were like an occultist, I guess, or like a Path of the Three dervish, that could be pretty cool. But we're actually just not. So I guess we'll keep it in the stash. And it looks like there isn't a teleportation here. This is a Shrine of Fate. Yeah, dude, do I have to run all the way out? I don't know what Shrine of Fate does. I think I have to run all the way out, man. I think we just have to go. This is go to cave level 1. Is this our teleportation out? No. Alright, so I guess we'll head back. Going southeast seems like the quickest way, maybe. Oh man, I hope this is entertaining to some of you. I'm enjoying it. I just kind of wanted to document my first experiences with Reign of Terror. Diablo 2 is such a classic ARPG, and it's such a shame that I never got around to playing it. We're gonna do that. Pick up the Searing Ember. Good thing we got that. We're a fire build, I guess. Oh, do I want to... It's just occurred to me that I could use the Fire Blast component skill, but that seems like a cop-out. We're just gonna... I'm stuttering again. I think it's my CPU, actually. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like I was saying, seems like a cop-out to use the component skill. Again, in Grim Dawn, if you're unaware, you can affix... Affix is the noun, right? Affix is the verb. You can affix things to your... How do I even get out? I might just teleport back to town, honestly. You can affix item... Well, yeah, we're just going to go back to the Cold Plains. I apologise for how long that cave took. In Grim Dawn, you can affix components to your items, and some of those components also give you skills that you can use. And a lot of them are really, really good, especially for early leveling. If you're playing a pure spellcaster, then Fire Blast is a really good option. And it kind of looks like this, but like better though. I don't want to do it. It feels like a cop out. I want to play. I want to play as a sorceress for now. We will choose a. We will choose a Grim Dawn class to spec into as our second class when we hit level 10. But we're not going to do that yet. We're not going to do that now. We're gonna die immediately, and we're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. This is so good. I'm surprised I haven't died yet. We're only level 5. This is more challenging than I'm used to early ARPGs being, or the early game of an ARPG being. Which, for the record, I think is a good thing. ARPGs, I'm thinking Diablo 3, often very, very easy while leveling. If you've never played Diablo 3, take it from me, it is. A lot of people think that there is something wrong with their game, because there is just no challenge at all on the default difficulty going through the game. Like, even bosses just melt within a couple of seconds of even an inexperienced player's shoddy build going at them. And while you can turn that difficulty up, it doesn't feel like there's very much of a good reason to, because if you're a new player in that situation, you probably just think you've stumbled onto like a game-breaking build organically. You're like, oh, I'm amazing. I'm like a god of Diablo 3. It's like, I'm sorry, dude, you're not. You're a crappy whirlwind barbarian. Spin to win it may be, but it's not going to be killed at endgame without some serious work. But yeah, you're gonna chew through Belial. I'll tell you that much. I think we've gone way off the beaten track here. I kind of want to at least make it to the waypoint this evening in this video. I think that would be lovely. Sorry, it's something stuck on my tongue. It's pretty gross. You're welcome. You're welcome for me drawing attention to it. We seem to have stumbled on a camp. If we had any AoE, you better believe we would be sticking and killing these things. But we don't, so unfortunately we're just going to kind of move through them, kill as few of them as possible, which is unfortunately kind of meta for ARPGs in general. In the early game, you just kind of move through stuff, kill exactly what you have to and no more. Maybe I'm jaded because of Path of Exile. This is just a circle. I thought it was a spiral we were going to head up at some point. We are actually going to die trying to get through these guys. They have 950 health. That's too many healths. We have to lure them off us. There we go. What has happened to my active quests window? When did that happen and why? Oh, okay. Cool. We'll fix that in a minute. I think I just accidentally unlocked and dragged it at some point in the past, I guess? Like, probably not the future? Yeah, I don't... where am I? We're in the Stony Fields. Is that near the Dark Wood? Access through the underground passage from the Stony Fields. So that's not where we were. But we're looking for a cave of some kind, presumably. Okay, that looks like... it's a moldy tome? It's not a quest? Okay, okay, I think I'm seeing... I'm sorry, I can't stop to read books right now. I'm dying. All of these skeletons are attacking me. I don't have time to read your musty old tomes on why there are skeletons here. There are skeletons here, dude! It's because of the skeletons, really, is that I can't stop to read the book. We have... Is this the underground passage? He's done it. Okay. Okay, on we go. We are only a third of a level away from Fireball. Fireball. It's a third level spell, dude. Oh. Scary piano chords. Is that a timpani? I don't know. So we're gonna make our way through here. Someone in the comments tell me if that's a timpani. I should know that, but I don't. I'm not a real musician. We're gonna make our way through here. We're gonna kill... I'm kind of getting a little bit hungrier against these guys because I want to fireball them, man. There's gonna be so much opportunity to murder things. I'm just gonna face tank these, heal through them if I can, and dream about how much better it would be if our fire blasts actually had splash damage. We're a little light on health potions as well. They are shot viable in Grim Dawn. I would hope they are in Diablo as well. Would be pretty sweet. It's a speed shrine. So that's interesting. So that used the untouched meal icon from Grim Dawn that tells you if there's something nearby, some like abandoned food that you can use to replenish your constitution, your out of combat healing. Oh, but that was a shrine, so maybe they've just kind of swapped those out, I guess, and there's like a maximum of one untouched meal per zone that is now a shrine instead. That would be a cool idea. Maybe they didn't do that for balance reasons, or just because they didn't want to, and I'm just reading too much into it. We still cannot move our active quests. I may have to do that between videos. I think we want to grab the Scroll of Inifis in this video, and then that'll probably call it for today. We'll say one fireball, not really killing these guys is the thing. Not even a little bit killing these guys. Honestly, what have these guys ever done to me except try to stab me with their lances? You know, if I try to kill everyone that stabbed me with a lance, I'd be killing no people, so maybe they should try and learn from my example. Okay. It's going to be really underwhelming now, isn't it? No? No, it's actually like, alright. Okay, great. Our first use for Fireball is single target damage. It's, yeah, it's like when the DM knows you've leveled up to level 5 and deliberately only gives you single target damage for your Fireball spell. Man, maybe I'm just salty. Maybe I've only had bad DMs. I've not only had bad DMs. I've had one DM and he's been wonderful. But no, none of that shit, please. Yeah, I'll be honest. I just kind of assume everyone who plays video games plays D&D at this point. It's amazing how much it's taken off over the last few years. I'm aware that that's not true, though. I apologize. Oh god, every time I always forget this in Grim Dawn. And apparently Reign of Terror as well. So Fireball's not really doing a lot of AoE for us, on account of there not being any opportunity for AoE. All the enemies are standing exactly 2 meters apart. Musty Tome of the Void. Yeah, dude, I want a Musty Tome of the Void. I actually do want a Musty... I don't want a Musty Tome. What am I talking about? Of course I don't, but that's nothing for me. It is nothing. Do I want a Ruined Bone of Decay? Well, now you're talking. No, I do not. 2 meters, not a lot in this game, huh? Oh, that's better. Yeah, okay, so when they're really packed up, it is pretty good. That makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why I thought anything else would be the case, really. I don't usually open loads of chests in ARPGs. I know that that's generally like a bad idea from a pure efficiency standpoint, but early game, I find it can actually be pretty useful sometimes to open chests and maybe get yourself a little bit of currency, a couple of healing potions here and there. Get murdered though? Can you get murdered for me? Would that be okay? We got a glorious chest. Dynamite. Okay, that's something that's normally in reasonably short supply in Grim Dawn. Not super short supply, it's not super rare or anything, but I mean it's pretty good and pretty useful. You want to have some, certainly. Shit, dude. Also, you guys, I mean, if you've made it this far, by the way, thank you. We're 3/4 of an hour into a Let's Play, a format that, like I say, on YouTube, pretty much died 5 years ago. I was gonna say, let me know if you guys are happy with the face cam or not. By the way, I like it. You don't necessarily have to. I know it's something people have strong opinions on. Why is there nothing here though? Access through the underground passage from the stony field. Normally, you would expect that means you follow the underground passage to its natural conclusion, and there you will find an entrance to the Dark Wood. However, that does not seem to be the case here. It seems like maybe level 2 is just kind of a distraction or a diversion, and we actually just wanted to carry on through level 1. Oh, Fireball's gonna wreck you, dude. Get burned, son. All right, we'll just carry on for now, I guess. I don't know, I like consuming background noise. Sometimes it's nice to create some as well. Murdered, though? What we really need is damage over time, like a lingering dot on these lads from Fireball. Feel like Fireball should have an ignite chance attached to it, right? Like, I'm not going to check my skills window now, because that would be ridiculous because of all the skeletons is the thing. But I feel like that should definitely be a thing. I don't know how dot heavy Diablo 2 is. I like dots. I think a lot of people like dots. Seems like a no-brainer. I mean, there are dots in Grim Dawn, so we could always choose a a second class that accompanies it. Now, we're not necessarily going to be choosing our second class at level 10. Probably going to carry on with Sorceress for a bit and then pick up like a support class later on. I've got a couple of things in mind. Oathkeeper is a good one because it's defensive and a lot of fire damage going on, which is nice. I could go Shaman and go Lightning. Again, decent amount of defense. Could even go Inquisitor, although I don't really know why. I mean, it's just fire damage really on Inquisitor. The defense is strong, but not in the way that I want really. It's a lot of active defense, and I'm a lazy boy. I prefer passive defense in general, even when it's slightly weaker. I'm the kind of guy who always binds Steel Skin or Immortal Call to cast when damage taken. Seems like a no-brainer, but more and more people are using that shit actively these days, especially Molten Shell. Again, sorry, a game that is not either of the games that I'm currently playing, but if you play Grim Dawn, chances are you've probably played Path of Exile as well in the past. It's very popular and it's free, and I can recommend it. But the crux of the matter is I would rather have a little bit of defense that triggers passively when I take damage to stop me taking more damage than a button that I have to actively press, even if I could press that button at any time with a much shorter cooldown. That's a shrine. We have to take it. What is it? I didn't even see. I missed it. I've reached level 7. This is incredible to me. I have no chance to look at my skills menu at all, but I will do this. Put it in strength for now. Darkwood waypoint, okay. We didn't get the waypoint in the Stony Field. Hopefully that doesn't become relevant. A lot of you D2 heads in the comments gonna know either way, but I would respectfully ask you to not spoil anything. There's always some people who think they're helping and are definitely not helping. I would rather discover stuff on my own. So Meteor. Okay, so this is just all we got here. There's no diagonals here that augment our skill. I'm not seeing anything that puts a dot on our fireball. At least not directly. There may be things later on that like passive skills maybe. Like what are you? Burn damage, but we're not dealing any burn damage is the thing. We have devotions as well that could help with that, and again, like an Oathkeeper mastery would probably help with that. So I'm going to become the Jonker. No, I'm going to put 3 points in Fireball, massively improve our damage with it. We're going to carry on for now. It's... sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud here. We're doing a lot more damage, which is great. Okay, so... It's possible I may soon run out of hard drive space. Well, not hard drive space, that's the thing. I have an SSD, but I'm pretty poor, so I have a small 500 gig SSD. Ooh, small boy. However, I really wish I hadn't said that on camera. Oh god, I am become death. I know that's not what that quote means. So, sorry, yes, I have a small 500 gig SSD. And I have a fair few games installed on it, and it turns out that recording in the year of our Lord current year is pretty hefty on the disk space. So we have killed Treehead Woodfist. Treehead Woodfist. I mean, Treehead Woodfist is like the first draft of a Dark Souls boss, right? Like that's the thing you come up with in your interview to be a level designer for Dark Souls that makes all the other Dark Souls devs laugh at you, and you become a meme around you in the cafeteria for years to come. So we have the Tree of Inifus. We need to take the Scroll of Inifus to Akara in the Rogue encampment. Well, we're gonna do that, and then that's gonna do it for this episode. We're nearly an hour in already. It's really flown by. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I maybe played like 5 minutes of Diablo 2 years ago, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of what it has to give us. You must find the kernstones and touch them in the order that I've written. Yeah, I could probably do that for you, buddy. Firstly, though, I want to go to... I just want to check the active quest, see if I can actually change where that is. It's sort of... I'm maybe missing it. I don't know. Can we just drag it? I've tried that like a million times. Can I shift drag it, control drag it, alt drag it, right click drag it? He's done it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be creating more of this. I want to get through the whole game. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, for now, really enjoying it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.